excited to be talking to you today, my friend. We have got Frank Vernuccio joining us here on Skype audio today to discuss some of the different issues of the day. And the first one that I want to get into, my friend, is this amazing deal here from Maxine Waters, who basically said that may result in the whole trial being overturned. Minneapolis braces for unrest as this trial enters its final phase. Facebook has deemed this a high-risk location and will remove any content. What do you make of this this trial getting ready to end, my friend, and what can be learned from this?
Well, I'm not so sure the end is near. The fact of the matter is there are two problems with whatever verdict the judge comes up with. Number one, of course, is crazy Maxine Waters has muddied the waters considerably with her comment. One can interpret this as an intimidation to the judge and the jury and the entire community. Indeed, which of course could mean that this will be a mistrial or a retrial, so we'll have to see how that comes out. Now, the other part, of course, is the failure on the part of the judge to sequester the jury, which he certainly should have done in a case of this sort. That's going to be a real problem. One can certainly argue on the appellate division that the failure to sequester the jury made the jury vulnerable to public threats, to fears of intimidation, and this could all wind up being tried either again or tried in another jurisdiction entirely. So I don't think we've heard the end of this, no matter what the verdict is in this case.
Frank Vernuccio with us today, USA Gov Policy. He joins us here on our big program. And besides this court case, what are some other stories that people need to be aware of, my friend?
Only the world going to hell in a handbasket. We're looking at Russia having about 100,000 troops on its border with the Ukraine. That does not look good. Remember, the last time you had an Obama-Biden administration is when Russia took over Crimea. Now we have Biden again, and looks like the Russians are going to finish the job, or try to, by threatening Ukraine. In China, July is the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party. They kind of like to deal with special anniversaries as a starting date for adventures, and that could be what's happening this July between Russia and Taiwan. And of course, looming over all of this is the fact that Iran has now enriched uranium to a point where they could very quickly go nuclear, and even if it doesn't occur this time around, in 2024, it's when the Iran nuclear deal runs out, and Iran is fully legally capable of making nuclear weapons in 2024, even if all parties abide by the nuclear deal. So we're looking at some extremely dangerous times ahead, and I don't think it makes any American too comfortable that while all this is going on, Biden is looking to basically stagnate the budget of the armed forces, and Congress is actually, many members of Congress are actually looking to cut the defense budget. So rocky times ahead.
So if they're going to cut the defense budget, what the hell are they going to put that money into?
Well, you've seen all the social programs. We're talking about giving money to illegal aliens for their welfare, for their Medicaid, for their Social Security possibly, just the care and the feeding of them. And then, of course, there's President Biden's infrastructure
You made
package.
a Freudian slip there, Frank.
Almost. Which, of course, turns out to be not about infrastructure at all. It's mostly kind of what President Obama's stimulus package was, which was a payback to his campaign contributors.
It is a amazing guest with us today. Frank Vernuccio joins us. So, Frank, as we wrap up here with you, my friend, tell us about what you've got coming up with the radio and TV shows this weekend.
Well, we're going to be talking to U.S. Army Chaplain Colonel David Giamana. We're going to be talking about what the military environment looks like right now. We're also going to be talking about the rise of progressivism and how it's kind of replacing regular politics. You know, if you look at what happened in Venezuela, Maduro, the strongman down there, packed the Venezuelan Supreme Court. Sound familiar?
Ha ha! Oh boy! Well, how do we listen and to the radio program and watch the TV show and everything?
Best way, go to usagovpolicy.com.
Fantastic. Well, Frank, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on the big program, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you, my man.
James, look forward to our next discussion.
Appreciate it, my friend. There he goes, Frank Vernuccio, with us today.